Hello, everyone. So, I'm just gonna say welcome all of you guys. For those that are new here, this is Escape Podcast, and I am your host, Karen Truth. So, we're gonna take a little bit of a little peek at the early clip because they just left this clip. They just slip it out like that from Love Island, and I'm like, you know what? I want to show you guys this particular clip, especially for those of you that haven't seen it. So we get to see how the girls, actually, welcomed the new guys into Casamore at Casamore. And I'm gonna say this: that let's not lie. I don't think any of the girls, apart from Whitney, maybe Whitney might try to, couple up with somebody, but the other girls that already have guys, I don't think they're gonna be picking any of these guys because let's not forget, the guys are not giving. The guys at Casamore are not giving. Maybe one or two guys in Casamore is giving, but the rest of them, I'm like, no, like, they're really not giving. They're really, really not giving. But let's talk about. Let me show you guys this clip of that I took of Casamore and Zach finally being united with Molly. And then we're gonna talk about the others later, another other topics and what happened in the previous episode. So let me bring up this clip over here so that you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Been very caught off guard with this one.
Hey.
Oh my god.
And what's
Been very caught off guard with this one.
hey?
Oh my god.
I think we need to talk, Zach.
Of course.
They're hugging it out. Yeah, okay.
Going on, girls? Hello, girls. What's going on, girls? Oh my gosh. How are you, lovely ladies? Hey, girls. Come on. Well, you're not going to come and say hi?
You should come to us, but all right.
Let's come over.
So these are the guys coming into Casamore, the new guys. I mean, I would say one person is giving, but hey, they did the girls dirty this season. Like the guys at Casamore were really not giving. They were really not giving. Maybe one or two where you could manage one or two, but the rest of them, nah. I'm going to say this: the girls are gonna turn around and go straight back into the villa without any guys. It's just what it is.
Then let's come over. You look unreal. Nice to meet you. You
How are
alright?
you?
I'm good. I'm Ben.
Hey, Ben.
thought it was you. As soon as I said Uzi, I was like, I knew that was going to be you.
Right, guys, cheers then, yeah?
Here for a good time, not a long time. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
I miss Ella and that, but she's all over there screaming her head off and that. We're here. But I did miss her though, be real.
I think they sounded far too happy.
You have to just approach this like a new situation, new girls.
You sound very happy about that.
Of course he's happy. Of course he's happy. And I'm gonna say I'm really not liking Montel. I'm really, really not liking that guy at all. He was over there with his girl before. Oh my god, we like each other. He was screaming on the top of his voice, I love her, I like her. And all of a sudden he changes like as if he's over here being happy he's gonna be getting some new girls in here. Like, dude, I never trusted you in the first place anyways.
Only one person here should be super stressing. That guy right there. Everyone back to sleep.
What's going on then, girls?
Oh my days. Zach!
What the f? That girl looks so much like Molly.
Been very caught off guard with this one.
Up with the whole, oh, Scott.
Yeah. I see. If you're gonna give me between Molly and Katie, I really don't like both of them. No offense, but Katie is becoming a problem. The way I'm gonna say this, the reason why I don't like Katie personally is the Whitney situation. I was rooting for her until she started talking ish about Whitney, talking about how Whitney was giggling like a schoolgirl. Like, I'm like, girl, you sound like you have you have something behind you that is personal with Whitney. You really don't like Whitney. So I'm like, between Molly and Katie, I think Katie is about to pack her bags because I don't think Zach is not gonna be taking Molly back. So these are other thoughts from other people, by the way.
are you on there to get your emotions teared apart?
Yeah, but Mandy, this is a dating reality.
They were giving their own thoughts on this particular
You on there to find love, or are you on there to get your emotions teared apart?
Yeah, but Mandy, this is a dating reality show kind of game. It is a game.
Yeah, but you have to lose the game. You have to have a fair chance at the game. I don't think that was fair on her at all. I think it was bang out of order.
Really?
Okay, these are other people thinking it wasn't fair at Molly and she deserved to come back. And I'm like, see, the only reason why I understand that producers are trying to create, drama, and also Molly has connections. So let's not forget she has connection to ITV. So we understand. And another thing I want to talk about is I feel like this is a disadvantage to the other girls because there is another thing. Let's not lie. And I understand the drama part, why they are bringing Molly back, but in the other sense, I'm like, Molly has gone out of the villa. She had gone shopping. She has seen the whole episode. She has sat back home and she's watched for 1 week what's been happening. And she has gotten public opinion. Like she's been watching what people have been saying about the whole situation. So she will definitely put a game up. If she comes back into the villa, she will have more advantage because Molly has gone outside and she knows what the audience outside are thinking. So she's definitely going to have an advantage in that particular situation and play the game accordingly. And I feel like that's a disadvantage for the other, people that have not gone outside, don't know what the audience are saying, don't know anything. Molly is going to play her game. And that is not fair. When you talk about that part, that is not fair to the other contestant. I am not with that. I think if they really wanted to kick her out, they should have just kept her out. But although I don't understand the drama part, I feel like she has a unfair advantage over her own, opponents over there. She has a very unfair advantage to the other ones.
Zack should have said in his chat with Katie straight away, I ain't open.
Yeah, but out of everyone, he was the least open.
Every single girl that's gone in there has always been like, Zachariah, yeah? You know that there's a chance that Katie's going to pick you whenever there's going to be a coupling, yeah? You want to avoid that at all costs if you're so serious about Molly.
But he's not, though. At the end of the day, her husband would be like, what? Less than 2 weeks for them two. He didn't think that the consequences of him saying, I'm open to getting to know people would be Molly getting kicked out.
Yeah, true. If he knew that, he probably would have said.
Exactly. You can't foresee the future. I just think, that's not right.
When you sign up to Love Island, you never know what's around the corner.
If you find someone there's a genuine connection, you do believe that, you're in it for the long run.
Not really, because it's down to the public, it's down to your other islanders.
I don't know, man. Katie's had a chance. Let Molly have hers.
Woo! I mean, that last part where she said, I totally agree. Hold on. Katie has had her chance. She was playing cat and mouse the whole time with Zachariah. She was playing cat and mouse the whole time with Zachariah. Let's not play. She was acting as if she was not interested in Zachariah for a long time until Whitney came along. So let's not play that game. She's had a time. She's had the opportunity to, couple up and make things well with Zach, but she didn't. She was playing around. It was when Whitney came that she started crying, busting down tears, talking about you didn't pull me over. And I'm thinking with Molly, I'm not a big fan of Molly, but if I have to choose between the two, yeah, I think Katie's got to go. Katie has got to go. And another problem I have in this particular with the contestant is Montel. Montel's mouth. I don't know when Montel started becoming so bold to be talking about, especially, Catherine's relationship with Scott. Because all of them in that whole thing are trash, especially the men. They're more petty than little girls. They're more petty than little girls, and they're totally trash. They are not talking about their relationship. They mostly don't talk about their relationship. But the one relationship that looks like is strong is the one they want to tear down because they know their relationships are trash. A lot of them don't like the girls that they are with, apart from Montel, that is actually faking. And if you saw the first clip that I played over here with the first clip that is coming up tonight, episode 24 that is coming up tonight, ITV put on this first clip. It's like a snippet of what is going to be happening tonight. So I played it. If you watch what Montel was saying, but we're going to be having new girls over here. And Zach was like, you sound like you are happy. He is happy because his relationship has been boring. Nobody cares about Montel Montel's relationship. That's why he had the balls to go and literally talk about Catherine's relationship, which is absolutely stupid, by the way. And I feel like the reason why everybody's talking about it, let's just bring Sammy up in there. Sammy, this is not the first time you've talked to Whitney about somebody not being attracted to her. And you over here because, you know, Whitney's a dark-skinned woman. So all of you think, oh, nobody, she's not deserving of love. And it's giving me sus. It's giving me jealousy. It's giving me, I can't have her, so I'm just going to destroy her whole relationship. It's giving me all of that and hatred. And when it comes to Tyreek, I feel like it's giving me self-hate and colorism. It's giving me, oh, normally in our community, these girls like this are not desired. I don't understand why Scott, a white man, would be, you know, falling over him. And the worst part of it, the whole thing was when they talk about, you know, Scott going with what is her name? I can't remember. And kissing her on the balcony, like, but you kissed her, and all of a sudden you stop having interest for all the other girls, as if he cannot make his own choice. Like, oh, so you left all these white women over here and you went to the dark-skinned woman and you're telling us that you desire. No, see, let's just say she's undesirable. Just say what you want to say, that she's undesirable to you. And you're just thinking he's playing game. Meanwhile, all of you and all of your relationship are trash. So let me just play this last clip over this last commentary over here before we leave.
To question the guy's attractions to the other girls. I mean, Sammy has called Jess clapped in every way possible. Ella's crying every 2 business days, and Tariq done told her that she misses the game right to her face. Why isn't nobody dissecting that and saying that these men are not physically attracted to these women? Because it doesn't even cross their mind. Scott, on the other hand, did what normal people do and got to know people on the first day of him being there, chose Catherine, and now all of a sudden he's not into Catherine and he's using her to play a game. Nobody questions Montel's attraction to Leah, because at the end of the day, Montel got to know multiple people. The people that he initially went after chose other people, and then he ended up with Leah. Nobody says anything about that because it doesn't cross people's minds to question Montel's attraction to Leah. But this idea of, oh, Scott's attracted to Catherine, Scott chose Catherine, something's not right there. He closed it off pretty quickly with Catherine, blah, 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 blah. Montel was there for a shorter time and closed it off with Leah in a shorter time. Nobody questions him. And Catherine clocked Montel about that too. She clocked Montel about that too, and Montel was sitting up there stuttering, didn't even have nothing to say. Because y'all have 0 points. Y'all have 0 points. People are upset because they don't have anything on Scott, and Scott's sitting up here with this dark-skinned black woman, and something's off in y'all's heads. It can't possibly be attracting. It can't possibly be this and that. Meanwhile, all the other couples are in the most dysfunctional relationships, but it doesn't cross y'all's mind. It doesn't even cross y'all's mind. It's Catherine that is the hyperfixation, despite getting barely any airtime with Scott. And then y'all wonder why the black women on these shows are consistently like the main topic, because y'all make them the main topic because nobody can seem to fathom someone being attracted to them. And it's weird as fuck. Like,
no, this is the thing. As somebody that is from, I'm going to say, as an African, I've never had this treatment, and coming to Europe and being exposed to, you know, the Western world, to me is very, very disgusting when I see especially dark-skinned men or any other men talking about how dark-skinned women are undesirable. Because this is the thing, I wasn't raised like that. If I was back home, I would never have thought that dark-skinned women are being treated unfair, because back home, if you're dark-skinned, they normally call you black beauty. And a lot of men do like dark-skinned women. Like if you're dark, a lot of men do like that features. And men have different, you know, they have different desires. But coming up into the Western world, I'm going to say coming out of Africa as a whole and coming to Europe and staying over here and seeing how dark-skinned women are being treated, I'm disgusted, especially when that treatment is coming from black men. Especially when I sit down and hear people saying dark-skinned girls are not beautiful. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? What are you? It's giving colorism. It's giving I don't like myself. It's giving, oh, I'm jealous of dark-skinned women. I'm jealous of black women. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me, I don't want you guys to be happy. Because if you look at all the relationships, especially when it comes to the US, and you see how black women are being treated by their community and how they're being exploited and being told that they are not beautiful, especially in the Western world, it is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. That's why there was something somebody was talking about. I saw an African American person talking about something one time. He was like, you know what? African women always come out to Europe and they don't want to marry black people. They want to go marry the white guys. I'm like, yeah, exactly. With this kind of attitude that you have going on, like, no African woman is gonna want to have somebody with that kind of attitude. You are being like many of these men have been raised to literally look at that skin as undesirable. So when somebody else does desire a dark skinned woman or a brown woman or a black woman in general, to them it's like that is not true. And I'm like, why couldn't it be true? But when an African woman marries a white man, all of a sudden, I don't know why all these African sisters are out here marrying all these white men. Close your mouth, mind your business. Like this should be getting in my feeling. Let's just finish this particular thing over here.
Stop with the revisionist history. When Scott came in that house, Leah was basically crying over him. And he still chose Catherine. He even told Leah, dead to her face in the middle of her talking, while she was crying at him, that that's enough. And then went to kiss Catherine. So what are y'all talking about? And Catherine was in the bottom when he came in that house. So what exactly could he gain from using her? Y'all make zero sense. Oh, they're not going to work on the outside. Most of these couples don't fucking work on the outside. Why is it the black women that are at the focus? Oh, we'll see at Casa Amor. All the other guys have more of a chance of cutting up at Casa Amor. But it's Scott y'all focus on because he's with this black woman. It's getting old at this point. It's really getting fucking old. And this shit is expected at the end of the day. We go through the same shit every season with different people. But seeing black women engage in these narratives, it's fucking disgusting. And what's really fucked up with...
And that's true. That's true. And that's why, as an African woman that is with somebody that doesn't look like me, I'm like, when people will be talking on the internet, be like, you should date somebody that look like you. I'm like, yeah, so you can get mentally abused. Like, go back. I'm going to pick the person that treats me like a queen, a princess, and bring the bread and tea back home. And still, even though he's the one earning all the money, he still treats me like a goddess. And I don't care if you're black, blue, green. I'm going to pick you because you treat me like a queen. I'm not going to pick you because you have the same skin tone like me. Like, get the hell out of here. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. You guys let me know what you think about this particular video. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe. And I will see you all later on, probably today after I finish watching the next Love Island or tomorrow. Now, with that being said, have a great day, people. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe. And I will see you all on the next one.